It's your boy Codehova from Fly Combinator. We're pimping Swift. We're going to talk about the immutability of structs. And this kind of goes in hand with what we talked about of structs being value types. So, you know, when we deal with constants and variables, so let's say we had a constant with an identifier called int, and we're going to assign it the value of 5. So we see that this is just an integer. But if we wanted to change this int into 50 and we run it, it's going to be like, yo, I can't assign a new value to a constant. So what would you have to do? You would have to make it a variable, right? And once you do that, we go from 5 to 50. No problem. So let's see how we could deal with this when we have our own struct name type. So we have a struct that has a constant of a government name and a variable of a street name. But then when we declare this new Doughboy object, we're going to place it into a constant called Doughboy. So if we know that we can't change government name once it's been set, but we made street name be a variable. So that's something that could be changed by someone else in the future, you or someone else working on your code. But we have a constant here. So let's just say Doughboy, and let's update his street name to good old Craig from Friday. And if we run this, we deal with the problem. It's saying that it cannot assign to property Doughboy because Doughboy is a constant. If we want to change this variable value within this Doughboy object, we have to make sure that this Doughboy is a var. And that's the case when you deal with struct name types. All right. So there you go. So let's just to show you that this did work as we intended, we're going to say Doughboy street name before the new assignment and after the new assignment. And if we run it, we're going to go from Cube to Craig. So that is the immutability of structs. Mutable means it can be changed. Immutable means it cannot be changed. So when you're dealing with structs, which are value types, if you want to edit the members within a struct, you have to make sure that struct, the instantiation, that's what it's called, yo. Big word, right? The instantiation of a new type, right here, we're instantiating a new Doughboy object. And we're placing it into this variable with the identifier of Doughboy. This is an instance of this struct named type. And for us to modify this instantiation of a Doughboy object, we got to make sure that this is a variable. So it's kind of like you got to make sure the whole bubble is able to be changed to change a small bubble in the big bubble. All right. So that's the immutability of structs in Swift. Let's keep on pimping. It's your boy Codehova, Fly Combinator. Let's get it.